What's up, fighting fans? Tips from the Fight IQ channel. Today I'm coming back to you with a new format, which will be an honest conversation between somebody from the fighting world and myself. That somebody can be gym owner, fighter, coach, or somebody that is into the fighting world. This week it will be a fighter. I decided to name this format Fight IQ Unplugged, and that is the first edition. This week with us is a fighter that got contracted by the UFC via the Dana White Contender Series, and her name is Dione Barbosa. I'm really happy to welcome her, and I'm so thankful for her participation. So let's call her real quick. So hi fighting fans, tips from the Fight IQ channel, and I'm now with Dione Barbosa. Hi Dione.
Hi everybody. I'm Dione Barbosa, UFC fighter.
Dione, thanks for being with us. I know you don't have much time, you're training a lot, so that's really nice from you to be with us. I would like to ask you first some questions about your background. So when did you start martial arts, and with which martial arts did you start?
I start martial art with 7 years old. With Judo. This is my first uh contact with like martial arts, like Judo.
Okay. What was the first thing you liked in judo?
I do a lot of sports. Like I play soccer, like dance, volleyball. I try a lot of things. I'm like active, like kid. But one thing I have like I remember when I'm like little, my sister like 10 years like older than me.
Okay.
So I'm like I start something for try beat her. This is my goal the first time.
Nice. That's a good reason.
It is.
And when was your first competition as a kid?
I can tell you I don't remember like my first competition judo because I compete a lot
Okay.
as a kid. Yeah, I compete a lot. They have a lot like for kids like my age, like 7, 8, have a lot festival. Like not just like big, but up here in USA is normal too. So every like single weekend,
Mm-hmm.
2 weeks, I'm like I do like competition. So for sure, like I have like photos something like that. But for sure, like something like at the school, like
Yeah.
small tournament at school for sure.
What did you feel when you were competing as a kid? Was it more a game, or were you already serious about it?
One thing about like why I start like martial arts is like I have a lot problem for like I don't know, claustrophobic. I don't know how to say this,
Oh,
but like when people hold me, I'm like,
yeah.
so judo helped me a lot with this because you need like hold the peoples for have like things like that, like for like win the fight.
Yeah.
So the beginning, it's not just about games, about like, of course, I want to beat my sister, uh, but things like that like help me for deal with this like feeling I have when people like hold me like I don't know why I'm like
Yeah.
that, but like I have like hard time when I'm start like competing. So I'm like so like nervous. Like I remember one time I go for the hospital, like with like feel good because I'm so like
Yeah. Stressed.
nervous, like
Yeah.
yeah, about like competing. So, but I never stop. I don't know why. It's my thing, my family, my parents, like they really don't care about like anybody in my family, nobody in my family like train nothing.
Okay.
So it's my thing. I always like want to do something like stay outside, like active, like kid. But I always like back to the gym. Like I want competing. I want competing. Like I don't know what like make me continue like do this thing. Maybe now I know. But like my feeling is not about games, about like I want this for my life. I want like I love challenge. I'm like I want to again. Well, I lose a lot when I'm like more kid,
Yeah.
and like after one time, I'm like I just like win a lot match. I'm like okay, I like now I like more that.
Yeah.
So
That's amazing. I read that you were representing Brazil in the Olympic Games for judo.
mhm.
Is that right?
Yeah, I go for with Brazilian team for the Olympics game in 2012. I don't competing. I go
Okay.
like for like part of the team.
Okay.
Yeah, I fight for like my spot in the Brazilian team. I'm like this time I'm the Brazilian team like, but no for Olympic games for like
Okay.
another competition. Compete like Grand Prix,
The Pan
Grand Slam, another yeah,
the Pan
another things. I
American Games, right?
too yeah too yeah. So it's like. is amazing opportunity I have in my life. So judo like changed my life.
Yeah.
Like I can tell, like I traveled for a lot place. I now what I have now is because like
Oh, judo.
judo like give me. So yeah, it's crazy
Yeah,
how
it's
like martial arts like can sport can like change lives.
completely. I agree with you. What did you feel about going in the Olympics with your country? What was it like for you?
Like represent your country, I was like amazing. So the feelings about is more about like stay there and like you see another like athletes like the more like important athlete of the world there and like I don't compete but I feel like okay I do like really good like it's hard work to like will be there.
Yeah.
I'm here right now. So the feeling is like is amazing. Like you think a lot about like oh I represent my country right here because like I'm like one of the best
Yeah.
athletes that like maybe the world like at my country. So the feeling is like definitely is like the more important for athletes.
Yeah.
Like the same feeling I feel right now about like oh I signed my contract now I'm
To the
competing
UFC.
like the more important like event the MMA event in the world
Yeah.
like
Yeah, DC Daniel Cormier also said that because he's also a Olympic wrestler, and he said that there is no feeling like going to the Olympics with your country. It's like amazing. So I can
like
imagine. DC is
I
proud.
yes like I think it's not about just like your country, like yourself, like your goal. Where do you want to go when you start? Like when do something like sport
Yeah.
and you want to be like the best in your sport thing like that. For sure, it's like your first step. You go there and like, oh my god,
Yeah.
I'm here. Like always, how many people's like want to be there and like never will. Like
Amazing.
it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah. Judo was your first love for sure. What bring you to MMA?
Jiu-jitsu by
Jiu-Jitsu.
second like yeah patient like because I was trained a little bit jiu-jitsu for helping with my judo
Yeah.
because judo have like the underground like part too like newaza we call in judo. So I train a little bit. I know a lot of people train jiu-jitsu before, so I train a little bit. When I stopped competing judo, like one day I'm just like, okay, done for me. So stressful. Who fight in like in this level know like how stressful it is. Like
Yeah.
train like wrestler, like judo. I think like they use the same like level of train. I'm leaving my house with like 14 years old, so I'm
Okay.
like 10 years. I'm like I just live for that. I travel a lot. I do everything I can, but one like time my mind like I can't deal with this anymore. It's too much like politic things. Like people need like you just like no fight. Like
Yeah.
have a lot of things like behind the scene. I'm like, okay, I don't want to deal with this anymore. I will like back from my house, think about what I want. I'm like, I have my degree. I'm like, I will start like work and figure out what I want to do.
Okay.
But I'm like competing whole my life. So when I'm back from my hometown, I'm like, I need to do something. Maybe I will start like jujitsu again. Just jujitsu. I never trained just jujitsu. And when I start to do this, I'm like 1 month. I'm like, I'm competing. Like
Yeah.
I'm competing jujitsu. The first competition, like they have that. My coach like told me, and I'm like, I will try.
Oh, that's nice.
And like, and the things like just like happen. I train jiu-jitsu. And I moved for like my hometown for Belo Horizonte where I started like MMA.
Yeah.
Actually Luana Pinheiro, the
Yeah.
UFC too, fighter too. I start there. She already started. She competing judo. She trained with me before.
Okay.
And she's like, oh, try MMA. I'm like, no, I don't try MMA. I'm okay with jiu-jitsu. I don't want anybody punch my face. I'm okay with that. And I'm training jiu-jitsu competing, and my coach and her coach like, let's try one time. Let's try. I'm like, I never train nothing.
Yeah.
Why I will try like MMA? I never like strike, like train box, things like that. And he like, let's go, let's go. And one day he like, okay, you fight in 1 month, like the amateur fight. I'm like, I don't train. I train like 1 month for fight. My first like amateur fight is
Yeah,
crazy.
that's crazy. That's really
I'm
quick.
like, what I need to do? He just like go there and grab me, like go there and like finish it. Like, you have that. I'm like, no, I don't. And I train like I almost like I did not like I think I didn't like spar
Okay,
at all.
that's
I just
crazy.
like train box and to grab like train jiu-jitsu normal, like condition train. I always like do a lot condition train. I never stop.
Yeah,
Uh, because when I stop judo, I think about like maybe I back. I'm still like young, maybe, and I'm like I always try like keep in shape.
yeah.
So I'm like athlete like all my life. I stopped like 6 or 8 months
Yeah, that's
with
nothing.
judo and start with another one. Yeah, it's like how's I have like one like injury like all
Okay,
the time like yeah. So but I did have like nothing. I just like I need this time for like clean
for
my
yourself.
mind. I'm like yeah I need know if like what I actually want for my life.
Yeah,
So this is like it's good time for me. Like I back, stay a little bit with my family. I don't like live with my family almost like 10 years. So I'm like, it's good. It's like clean my mind, of course. And I just like I need back for that.
yeah. I think
So
it's important sometime also to have time
yeah,
for
and
cleaning your
after
mind.
this my yes, and after my MMA like amateur fight, my first one, I'm like quit everybody. I'm like don't work anymore. I'm like go for my work like
Wow.
oh yeah, I need back to fight. And I have like my boyfriend the time, like my ex-boyfriend, he
Yeah.
like, I got you. You want train? Like, let's go train. Do whatever you need for like. I'm like, yes. And he like, you don't need work. Like, train back for because he's like, he's play too. He's athlete too.
Okay.
So he just understand like the moment about like you love that. I
That's
can tell
amazing.
you, like, saw you fight. I saw you every single time when you get out the house, like so happy and train. When you back and talk to me, like this like back to you. You train judo like in one moment when you say like when you say to me like I want to stop judo, I'm sad, but I feel you don't like enjoy anymore.
Yeah.
But now I can see like Dione again, Dione like athlete again. You like that, you want that, and I'm like, yeah, actually I want.
Ah, that's amazing.
So I'm like, and after that I don't stop anymore. So like I fight another time, like amateur another amateur fight, and to like my pro debut and like just like
And
and now I'm here.
did you want to be a pro for like after your first fight? Then you knew that you wanted to do MMA. Did you know that you wanted to be a pro directly? That's what you wanted?
This is the thing, like I'm so intense about like about everything I do in my life. So when I'm like saying I don't want like work anymore, things like I want fight, in my mind I'm like I can tell like after my first like amateur fight and I figured out I want fight MMA. I'm like I want become like world champion. This is my goal. Like everything I do I aim my life.
Yeah.
If I like stop everything, I will do like the right way. So like this is my plan. I have like one note about like I will sign with FC in June like 2023.
Okay.
Don't happen June, don't happen in June, but
Yeah.
like happen right now.
Yeah.
The year like keep. So this is the point. I'm like I know what I who I am and what I want.
Yeah.
So after like I'm start like train MMA, I'm like, yeah, I will chase that. And
Yeah.
like bad things happen. I do like bad like choice. I lose fight, but like it's not like for me, it's about like I need build my career, like I need build like confidence. If I don't lose, if I don't like put myself in bad situation, I never know how I will like deal with
No, you're right.
like the situation. So I'm like, yeah, that's it. I'm like, I always like think about to be like where I am right now, but like just the first step. I have a lot of things for to do.
Yeah. But that's a great mindset, I think. And you're right. You need to be tested in life to be able to go to greatness. So that's amazing to hear you say that and say like all the steps you needed to take to be where
Mhm.
you are right now. So it's amazing. And did you have an inspiration, like somebody inspiring you to in MMA at the time when you were like when you were training and you were looking at the MMA scene? Was there somebody you were like, okay, I want to be like her, or I want to be better than her, or? or than him or whatever?
I'm like, I want to be like the best, my best person like every single day. I have a lot inspiration for like Chris Cyborg. She's
Yeah,
like is the most like inspiration I have, like the MMA, the females like fighter
yeah.
and person too.
Okay.
She's a great like sweetheart. She like good person, like and a great fighter. So I have like inspiration for my like teammates too. I have a lot of teammates like inspire me like every single day. So usually I try take like inspiration from like people's like stay around me. So
Yeah,
Giga Shikadze, Benny that used to Giga and Chris. Right now, like not right now, like just the three like athletes like inspire me a lot every
yeah,
single day. Like I can see them and like yeah, this is what I want for my life. The way they like they it's about martial arts, not
yeah.
about like entertainment, like go there, like do like shit things, like no. So they are definitely like Chris, Giga and Benny is my inspiration for sure.
I understand. Yeah, they are a great fighter. Really great fighter.
Yeah, yes. And
And
great persons too,
yeah,
people too.
that's
So for me it's so important. We can like separate like athlete and person is the same thing for me.
yeah,
So oh it's just like one personaging it's like so just about like fight. I'm like no. It's here.
yeah.
Like just like go together. This is my go-to.
That's great. And I have a question I'm really curious about it. Where does the nickname The Witch come from?
Where it come from?
Yeah.
Because I'm bad. No, just kidding. No, like the witch. In Brazil, bruxa, they call her bruxa, like translate. But this is a way I call my mom, my sister. We talk each other with each other like that. It's
Okay.
like affection name,
Hmm.
affection like name. So like I bruxa, like and like it's no like bad thing. It's just because that.
Yeah.
And I have one friend, good friend mine, and he work with me right now. And he like, why you don't use this for like your nickname? Because before I didn't have
Yeah.
nickname. I'm like, no, I think I don't will like use any nickname. And he like, I think it's sick. Like try use. I'm like, I will try use one time, but I don't know like this will like become like my actually nickname. So now I like that because it's normal for me. My family every single time if I show like my contact, my mom is like bruxa, bruxa like mom. Yeah. My like we have a group like between my mom, my sister, and my niece is
Yeah.
like little each is like that. So we call each other like that just because.
I thought it was due to your BJJ abilities that they will call you the witch. But okay.
Yeah, we can. I can use this too. No, but like my skills like jiu-jitsu is about like a lot training. It's like
For sure,
a
for
lot
sure.
drills, a lot training. I don't like I can't like do like and like learn something now. I work so hard for that.
Yeah, that's for sure. Speaking about training, what does your training routine looks like? Like, do you train every day, several times a day? Yeah.
I train every single day. Sometimes 3 times a day,
Oh,
2 times, sometimes one. Depend like I need like listen a lot my body.
yeah,
Now like when I'm competing judo, like the training is more like intense. Like my body like feel a lot because my all my career right now I can merge like people work with me, like they try like have give me like the balance, the journey, like don't train too much. Today is just one so hard, one more like light. Go just running today, rest.
yeah,
So but my routine is like pretty like solid. I have like solid schedule, off season and when I'm camping too.
yeah,
So I never stop training. This one thing I'm like, oh, like off, never. Like I always like try keep me ready for everything,
yeah,
and try keep my body strong. So if something like happen, I'm like, it, kind of like I train so hard. So if I don't keep my body strong, if when I go start like camping, my body's like no waiting for. It just like bro. So this is like my in my mind right now. I talk with my coach about like I need keep train like constant, like because anytime something can happen, and I'm waiting for has like happened with my
For
last
sure.
fight.
Yeah, for sure. And are you a lot above your fight weight? They usually, or don't you have a lot of kilos to lose when you entering in a camp?
Like my weight, I'm pretty like light because yeah, I'm in Las Vegas right now. I do a lot test with CPI
Yeah.
right now. Today I have more, and yesterday we did testing. Like my weight is like 140.
Okay.
It's like I run around that. Like
Yeah.
it's normal
Yeah.
between 138 and 140. Sometimes 142 is like the maximum. So it's not too much for 125.
No. No. Indeed.
Yeah. So like this is my normal weight right now.
Okay. That's good. So now you're living in the USA. Um,
Yes.
what did you? Well, when did you decided that for your career it was best to go in the USA?
You know, like the best opportunity for like UFC fighters, like no UFC fighters, for like MMA fighters here. People in Brazil like have a lot good fighters, but the opportunities like is here. Anybody, nobody like MMA, like entertainment, like sport, like here in USA.
Yeah.
And plus, I have one background like black background,
Yeah.
but I want to improve my strike game, everything. So my managed by like have one good connection with Rafael Cordeiro, and
Yeah.
he asked me like, you don't want to come here, stay here like 6 months and try. You can improve like your strike. We have maybe an opportunity to sign with LFA.
Amazing.
And like it's still things like you
Yeah.
can come and try. But I come like without nothing, like no money, and, like no speak English. I like zero English. And I'm like, I will for 6 months, like why not? I'm like, I go,
Yeah.
like, let's go.
You never know.
And when I'm coming here, like I start training, I always train like that. But when in Brazil, I don't have like the kind of routine I have when I'm like competing judo.
Yeah.
Because I'm like I live with like my ex, so I did take care of him, like the house, everything. So my life like kind of changed. But when I come for USA, like back everything about like train, like rest, take care about like myself, my career, like what I like. And when I'm like start like figure out this, like I'm like, okay, I think that's it I want for my life. The training like get better. I'm like sign with LFA, and I'm like, okay, maybe it's better to stay here. And everybody like come to me, talk to me about like, okay, you improve a lot your game. It's good thing for you to stay here. I'm like, how stay here? I'm like, I don't speak English.
It's
I don't
difficult.
know where I will like live. And things like start like happen. Chris like helped me a lot. I live in her house for a long time. Help her train. She helped me with like sponsor. She helped like help manage my career. Right now, Johnny, it's bad for you. Like do that, do that.
Yeah.
And people at the gym like helped me a lot. Rafael Cordeiro like the Kings MMA opening his arm for me. I'm like, gosh, I think I need to stay here.
Yeah. It's a,
And things like happen. I'm like, I'm here till now, like 2 years and almost and a half, and I'm here.
that's what I love about fighting sport is that a gym can really be a second family. Like
Yeah,
I also moved a few times from countries, and every time I found a gym that was really opening. They were opening their arms for me, and I think that's really great. So
yeah.
that's amazing what you say that they welcome you from Brazil and they forced you to stay almost.
Yeah, it's kind of like, why are you back? Like here you have train, you have that. And I'm like, yeah, why are you
Yeah,
back?
why?
I'm like, yeah,
Stay.
why? But I leave everything there, like house, car, my pets, everything. I'm like, when I come here, I'm like, I'm still with my ex-boyfriend. We live together. He like, oh my gosh, he like, stay.
Yeah,
If you need to stay, stay. We will like figure out what's happened. And he just like supported me. I'm like, yeah, that's it.
yeah. You chased
I'm staying.
your goal. That's
Yeah, yeah,
really
yeah,
inspiring, I
yeah.
think. So now you train by King's MMA, right? By with Rafael
Yes.
Cordeiro. And you also
Yeah.
train with Team Cyborg, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I help her and then her camp.
But are you representing Kings MMA? Or yeah, that's the
Yes.
gym you
King's
represent.
Ring. Uh-huh.
Okay. And I saw that you're also teaching judo for at Kings MMA for the kids, right?
For the kids. Yeah. Yeah.
And
This is a way I'm like I keep with like contact with my roots. Like I figured out like I love teach. I love share like things I know. And the kids is like inspiration for me. This is another thing you ask me like who is like you have like inspiration like athletes like the kids inspire me like they so like they have a lot of hope like courage like they just do it the
yeah,
things. You talk to them like you challenge them and they like don't think twice and just like do it. I'm like yeah, I need that too.
yeah,
Sometimes I overthink. So the kids like give me a lot, like teach me a lot.
yeah. So that's you're teaching them, but they're also teaching you stuff. That's what you're saying, right? Yeah,
Yes. Yeah. It's like it's mutual like thing.
yeah. So now it's time for the Fight IQ Dash, our little game where you have 10 questions, two answers every time. You have to choose one fastest as possible.
Oh my
Let's let's start. Judo or BJJ?
Oh my gosh, I told you. Judo.
Okay. Muay Thai or boxing?
Oh my gosh, you saw me. Oh, Muay Thai.
Okay. KO or submission?
Submission.
Armbar or rear naked choke?
Armbar.
Armbar. Jenna Bishop or Josiane Nunes if you want a rematch?
Jenna.
Jenna. Olympic gold medalist or UFC champion?
UFC champion.
Brazil or USA?
Ah, Brazil.
Chilling at home or going out?
Chilean home. Mm,
Cinema or Netflix?
cinema. With popcorn.
Ah, okay. That's good. And you prefer a vacation in Brazil or discovering new places?
Vacations in Brazil. I miss my family, my
Uh,
people.
yeah,
No,
I understand. That was it. You see, that was not so bad.
no, not.
And now we're gonna go to the second part where we want to talk about your MMA career, pro career. So my first question will be, your first loss was against Josiane Nunes
Uh-huh.
via TKO. That was at Katana fight. I saw this fight. To be honest, I think it was pretty
Uh-huh.
close. Um,
Mhm.
and what was your mindset when you had to bounce back from this loss? What were you thinking after the fight? Not directly after the fight, but when you got back to the gym, what were you thinking?
Yeah, just it's normal for like lose is like it's happen. I know like I deal with like loss like it's pretty good. Anybody like that, but I just try about like I don't train too much like my strike. I don't have one solid MMA game. So I just figured out like yeah, I know I need like make like some things for like fix what like I do wrong.
Okay.
Like but my feelings about like yeah, I need back from my gym work and fight soon as possible. Like this is like what I think. Nothing bad. Don't put me like down in bad situation. Like of course you have like the moment like why.
Yeah, of course.
But I know why. I know why it's like I'm the wrong like division two. I'm like pretty light for fight 135. And this fight, they catch weight and like accept like bad decisions too. She's like pretty good, like
She's
athlete.
she's
I really don't have like a lot of experience. Like when I fight with her, I do this a lot in my career. I fight with a lot like ladies have like more experience than me because like I have a good background. I understand that I get this like, but before I don't understand.
yeah,
I just like let's go fight because MMA is kind of different like about like you have like your record like stay there
yeah,
like in judo like I lose and I came back the like the bracket and I keep fight like it's kind of different. But
yeah,
when I start MMA, I go with this energy. Like I want fight, I love fight. Like I still have this energy. So people's like behind me, like my team, like Johnny is no good fight. Hold on.
Yeah,
I'm like, yeah, but let's go fight. Let's go
you
fight. I'm
just want
like,
to fight. That's what you want.
yeah, this is the thing. But now I'm like, now I understand a little bit more like the MMA game.
Yeah, I
So,
see. But also, yeah, like you say, Josiane is tough fighter, um,
uh-huh.
and it's like you never say no. Like you take whoever, you don't choose, you don't pick fights.
No,
Yeah.
no, absolutely no. No, like one thing is happening too. I have a hard time for fight opponents like outside the UFC,
Hmm.
so I can give them like the right to say like no for fights. When the, like somebody like show up for
Of
fight, I'm
course.
like yes, let's do it,
Yeah,
let's do it. So
yeah. And Josiane is now also in the UFC, right? If
uh-huh.
if sometime in the future there was
Hmm.
a possibility to fight again with her on your way to the top, not directly, of course, it doesn't make
Uh-huh.
sense. But would you take that fight also?
Yeah, absolutely. But now I think about like build my career in 125.
Yeah,
So she's fight 135, sometimes 145. Don't make sense for me think about fight 135. I
sure.
can tell you like in my mind, I don't have a lot of time. I don't have like 10 years fighting anymore. I know where I want to go, like to be. So if like sometimes happen, I'm like a long time without fight and like 135 fight, we want fight journey, sure. Like like for like make money I need fight. So
Yeah,
it's like why not?
of
Why not?
course.
I love fight. I like do every single day go to like for the gym every single week. I like sparring like hard sparring like for nothing just for improve my game. Why I don't fight for like money? But yeah, absolutely I will.
That's the game.
But yeah, that's the game. But like if this fight happen, okay, I'm looking for this fight right now. No,
Yeah,
no makes sense for me.
yeah, sure.
And the same thing for her too. So she
I
built
think
like
as
her
well.
career was like, so like why?
No. Then after that fight, that was your last fight in Brazil, if I'm correct. Then
Uh-huh.
you went to LFA. Um, so you went to the LFA organization. You fought Chyna Bishop.
Mhm,
Then you lost the fight by decision. I saw that fight as
mhm.
well. To be honest, for me it was really close. I'm not sure you lost, but yeah, that's in the past anyway.
Me too. Me too. I'm not sure I'm lost this fight. I really want to fight again anytime. Of course, she's in Bellator right
Yeah,
now. She's a like tough athlete. I do like a lot like wrong things. I think this fight like turned my key. After this fight, I just think about like, okay, I need to fight MMA. Before, I just want to grapple. And like I start training Muay Thai and I think I'm like a strike and like just go for a fight like a crazy.
yeah,
I don't fight MMA in this fight. I know that. I know. I can watch the fight and talk to you like every single thing I do wrong. Uh, I don't think I like lose this fight. But I'm like I do martial arts, so I accept like the referee. I
as
respect
a
what
referee.
the referee like say to me. So that's it.
Yeah, I'm
So
following
after he like raised like her
her
arm, I'm
hands.
like, that's okay. Yeah, I'm like, that's okay. It's happened. I cannot put my work into somebody's hands. So I pay the price, and I'm okay with that because I'm an athlete and I learn a lot after this fight. A lot, a lot. If like, Jen, you think you lose? I'm like, no, absolutely not, no.
Yeah, that's the
But
problem with
I have
the.
hard time. I have hard time for understand sometimes like what the like the criteria. I don't know how to say English. Like I think
Yeah,
it's criteria like about like the fight,
yeah, to judge the
like
fight. Yeah,
a damage, like control without damage. I'm like,
that's the problem with MMA, right? I mean,
I'm
that's
like, but that's okay. That's okay. I don't like no excuse.
no.
Never, never. If I need train like this, make me like more strong. This
Yeah,
make me like change my path, like my like the way I saw like things. And I'm here right now. I'm happy. Now don't make sense this fight because she's in another
she's in
promotion.
another
If
promotion.
she yeah, if she go to UFC, like for
Let's
sure I
go.
wanted the first like
Let's
and like
go.
I would fight with her. Anytime, anytime.
Yeah. No, to be
So
honest,
any like outside too, if she wants like do grappling, box outside like and UFC like say like, hey Jenny, you can do it, like I definitely I will.
I think I really see what you're saying. That after that fight, that turned you key because when you came back to LFA in your next fight, so you had to wait quite a long time because a fight was
Yeah.
cancelled, and then you had to fight.
Now
And
a lot fights.
yeah,
I have a lot
oh yeah,
fights canceled because
okay.
yeah, a lot.
Then you had a fight in end of 2022 against other Brazilian fighter at LFA, Mariana Piccolo, and
Uh-oh.
I saw that fight, and you were MMA fighter, like a lot of striking, some flying knees. I was like, okay, now you can see she trains at King's MMA with Rafael Cordeiro. That can be seen, and
Yeah.
yeah, you looked emotional when your end was raised, like because you won by a unanimous decision. It was really dominant, by the way. What was in your mind when your arm was raised?
In my mind, I'm like, that's it. Like, I find the way I want fight. I feel comfortable. This is like what I look for long time because everybody know like when you're grappling, you don't like strike. You don't like hit punch in your face, things like that. And I always try figure out like how fight MMA, the game, like put everything together. And I trained so hard, like the whole this time I'm like, no fight, don't have fight for me. I just think about like my next fight. I need to make a like a safe fight, but at the same time, solid game.
Yeah,
So I don't really like I don't want rush and I want enjoy every single second inside the cage because I spent a long time without fight. I'm like I don't know when I will fight again. In my mind, I'm
right.
like okay, I can like do things like so fast, like don't think about what I do. And like this fight for me after like I won and I'm like, yeah, this is what I want to do. I want to improve, like of course I have a lot of things for like improve, but this is the way I want to fight.
Yeah,
So I can strike, I can grapple, I can do whatever I want and like emotional like everything I find the balance. So yeah, I try. I think I'm like I turned the key about like fight MMA, real fight MMA. I'm not just like strike, not just grapple. I can do
yeah,
whatever I want inside the cage. I'm okay with
yeah,
that.
complete. Okay. And to be honest, I think that so you come from a background from judo and grappling, but now you seem really confident in your striking. Like when you are in the cage, we can see that if it's gonna be a striking game, it's not problem for you. I can feel that when I see you in the cage. And what is your view on your striking abilities? Do you consider yourself now also a striker? Like you see really yourself as a striker as well, and not only a grappler?
Yeah, I can see that. I now I train in like done one the Muay Thai school, the best Muay Thai school in the world.
Yeah,
So I can feel I can see myself like as a strike too. Not the best one. I'm like in progress,
you're still learning.
but I have no problem. I like the fight too. I like the porrada. I like
Yeah,
that. I like fight.
nice.
So I can see that. I can see that, and I'm like I'm so happy and like thankful for like train there, and it's this confidence is from like my coach, my teammates. They give me, but yeah, of course I can see myself like strike, but natural like I'm grappling.
Yeah,
So I do this like for long, 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 long time. So, you know.
yeah. It takes some time. It goes back. It goes back in front of the rest.
Yeah.
Then after that, you fought again at LFA 152 against Jessica Middleton, and you won again by unanimous decision. Again, it was dominant. And what was really for me impressive is that your cardio, like you went 3 rounds with almost the same intensity every time. And at the decision when they raised your arm, it was like you were happy, you were smiling, and it was like, okay, I can go for 2 other rounds if I want. That's what I feel. So,
Yeah.
so
Let's
Is there
go.
something you do differently, like from, because I know like grapplers have a crazy cardio, that's a known fact. But are you training differently your cardio for MMA than you were training when you were only doing judo or grappling?
Yeah, it's kind of different. Like it's kind of different. Like my cardio is like kind of. I do a lot specific train. Like my cardio is like specific for like fight MMA, for grappling, for like strike. So we did like specific things. I start running more when I train judo. I don't run a lot because
Okay.
more specific, more like be there, like do like more sparring live. So but like this is like I feel confident with my cardio because like chase for that. So in my mind, I will fight 3 rounds. I need to feel like I can fight like six.
Yeah,
So when I'm like I do like my camping things like that, I need like finish my camp with these like
that's feeling that you can do.
feeling.
Yeah,
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 yeah. But like yeah, the train is like completely different. Like when I train judo, I can tell you like science they think about like nutrition everything is so different
yeah.
like for the judo
But
and MMA.
is it also maybe because judo is it's not professional like MMA is. Like I mean, judo you are athlete. Sometimes you go to do the Olympics. That's the highest
Yeah.
stage we can go.
Uh-huh.
But like MMA, you are a paid athlete by an organization, so you have like a budget that you can spend also on your team, on your
Yeah.
nutrition and stuff. Do you think that's also why that you do it like that with nutrition and more trainings and stuff like this?
It's like it's different sport like the way we did like with judo and MMA is completely like different. I mean it's like both like pro sports but they have like different way they work.
Yeah,
So yeah, when I'm like my body is like completely different when I train judo and MMA
yeah,
because it's more physical thing. I don't know. I'm like judo also like it have about like weight division things like that,
yes,
but we don't drop a lot weight for fight like crazy like MMA. No, and the mentality is kind of different, and we competing more.
yeah,
Maybe this is why it's hard like you compare like put like both sport like that. Like I compete judo like every single month I have like two competition. It's
yeah,
like you can like drop a lot weight, you can play with that. So you can like put your body like campy. uh,
yeah. That's
does
really
work.
different because for MMA it's like you can fight every 4 or 5 months, 6 months sometimes. Like it depends the organization. Like
Yeah,
most of the time you have three fights maximum per year, so that's completely
yeah,
different.
depend like if like you have like one good like one big fight and like you don't know how like the commission give you like 6 months like
Yeah,
you never know,
you never know.
you haven't conclusion like things like that,
Yeah.
so it's kind of different.
So now you're a UFC fighter officially. You got your contract at the Netherweight Contender Series with a beautiful
Yeah,
armbar. You kind of answered that question earlier, but what does it mean to you to be now in one of the best organizations in the world?
this is like always my goal like to be here in the UFC, and the feeling is like I feel like happy, but I can like go put myself in a situation like I'm like so realistic
Yeah.
like with the things right now. So just it's just beginning. I just signed my contract. I want to build my career in UFC. I want to become world champion.
Yes.
So I have a big like long like
Long way to go.
journey
Yeah.
like yeah. So I feel like happy, but I come from UFCPI for see like what I can do like to improve my performance. Like I have great good performance, but now I want more. I
Yeah.
know I can do better. So in my mind, I just like I'm so happy to stay here, but I want like no just like sign and like fight couple times. I'm like no, I want to become world champion. I come here for do like whatever I need to do for become like world champion. So like I don't think twice. I sign my contract. I'm like, okay, I go to PI, do test, do everything I need because I want to improve my performance. I want to stay ready when they need me. I'm ready to go. Like this is the right time. This is my time. I feel great. I feel happy, and but I'm hungry.
Yeah,
I'm so hungry. I want fight. I want like become my goal come true. It's not about like dream. I have
yeah,
goal. I
exactly.
have goal. I'm right now I'm living my dream. Like stay here around like good people's like my life is my dream.
Yeah,
Like everything like we have like bad moments, thing like this is about life. This is my dream. I live like every single day. Before sign with UFC, I already like live my dream. Now I'm chasing my goal. So
and your
that's
goal
it. It's
is
just like
stay with the belt around your waist.
yes, that's it. That's
That's amazing.
the way like you put it like in my wall and like yeah.
That's me.
Uh,
I did that.
this is what to talk about.
Yeah, right. That's what we want to hear. And is there already discussions without saying anything concrete to us, but have you already discussed a potential fight in the UFC, or is it not yet?
No, no, nothing like come to me, but I'm saying like my manage and another people like do interviews about like who we want fight, when you want fight. I'm ready to go,
Yeah, right
to
now,
be
like,
honest with you. Yeah, right now I feel like I'm like my weight is good. I'm feel good training. No injury, like nothing. Why not? Why
yeah,
not?
you never know because yeah, there is still a few cards before the end of the year, and you know, like me, that a lot can happen. Sometimes fighters pull out of the fights. So
Yeah.
if they would tell you, okay, you can replace that fighter, are you going to go? You would say yes. Yeah.
Yes, yes, I'm ready for that. I'm like I don't really like chose like opponent. People ask me about opponent, like, okay, I can give you guys names if you guys want. If you want to listen that, you ask me, I will talk to you like, oh, I like maybe it's good fight that, good fight that. Like, but I really like this is my job, so you have no choice,
Yeah. You're
right?
gonna
When
fight.
you have one job, you need to go there like and like do whatever you need to do for
Yeah.
people like pay you, like pay off. You need like
You need to
work
fight.
hard
Yeah.
for.
But
Yeah.
yeah.
So I'm like, I'm waiting for. I won't fight before end of the year. I fought like twice this year, but I did a last fight. I did like the long camp. I'm no stressful, like nothing. I'm like so quickly.
Yeah.
So
And
I'm ready.
you didn't take damage in your last fight. No disrespect to your opponent, but that was
Mhm.
mostly on the ground, and you controlled a lot. So I think you were
Yeah.
not that much hurt after the fight. So yeah,
Yeah.
I
I think my body feel more like the weight cut.
no
This
it
is
cut.
why my body like 4 days, like a lot weight. I drop a lot weight. But yeah, but about damage things like no. Hopefully she's like feel like the same too. I'm like I have like nothing against her. I don't want
No,
like her to like
it's not
and I think
personal.
she's like ready to go too, like
Yeah,
for both, like it's a good thing. So that's it. I'm like, I'm ready to go. I'm like health. I'm like ready, no damage, like no injury. That's it.
yeah. I really hope that we will see you this year because I really think that you can bring a lot to the division. So I hope that it's not good to hope for that, but I hope that they book you in a card this year. Because yeah,
Two.
I
December 2, December 16.
yeah,
What?
something like that. Yeah, right.
What?
Perfect.
I have like teammates like fight this card. So like it's
Yeah,
here in
let's
Las
go.
Vegas, like
Let's go.
4 hours from like California. I'm like, okay,
Yeah,
I'm here.
King's MMA.
Nice,
King's
okay.
MMA. Go.
Yeah, come on then.
Yeah, that was actually it for all my questions about your career for now because you answered almost every question I had. I have one last question, which is where do you see yourself in 3 years?
3 years.
Yeah, 3 years from now.
I have like 3 years for now with my belt.
Yeah, it's the belt
With
already,
my
huh?
belt. Yeah, I'm like I put in my mind. I put like one. I have like notes about what I want to do. Like 3 years. Sometimes you think like long time, but like so quickly.
It
But
goes fast.
also, yeah, but 3 years I can see myself in good position in my division. Hopefully with my belt to fight for this belt. And but I just can't see like good things, like good things. I will chase for that. I will work hard for that.
Yeah.
That's it.
Fighting for the title or having the title already.
Oh, why do you oh like defend like my title? Why not?
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, that would be nice. All right, then. Yeah, thanks a lot, Dione. It was really nice to have you with us,
Thanks.
and I think that this interview is also a good message for people who want to know about what it takes to be MMA fighter because your journey is really amazing. Like you did a lot of great stuff, and like you said, that's a lot of hard
Thank,
work. That doesn't happen by chance. You worked hard for it. You did a lot of sacrifice.
thank,
So thank you
yeah.
very much. I hope we see you soon in the UFC. That you're gonna grab that belt.
Yay, let's go. Let's go. Thank you so much for opportunity for like talk to me, for like the video you make to me,
Thank you.
for me. Like, 'cause I really appreciate that. And like you like have your time, like spend your time for talk to me. And I'm always here. Every single time you want to talk to me.
Go guys, follow her on Instagram. Everywhere you can follow her. She's great. Future of the division. And we will see her soon for sure. Wish you a nice day.
Thank you so much. Bye everybody. Thank you
Bye
for
bye.
attention. Like bye.
So that was it for this conversation with Dione Barbosa. I'm so thankful and grateful to her that she came with us. She took her time. She answered all the questions. She kept it real. So go check her and support her on social media because she's really a nice person and an amazing fighter. If you like the video, please hit that subscribe button to be aware anytime we release new content. Also, please let me know in the comment what you thought about this interview and let me know if you want more of that content. I'll see you in the next Fight IQ show. Until then, stay safe guys and enjoy the fight.